It is Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, and you are listening to Bottoms of the Barrel on Que4 Radio, AM 1680, Que4.org. I am your host, Thomas Bottoms, bringing you a show with no budget, no future, no morals, aiming low for success. Hello, everyone.
Is there a show?
We started.
Success!
Yay! What was it, like in elementary school, we learned like showing up is half the battle, and by the time I was in high school, I was like, why are we having this war? Anyway... I skipped school a lot in high school. I'm your host, Thomas Bottoms. We have a website. It's Bottoms with an S, bottomsofthebarrel.com. And if you click here, you will be taken to our YouTube page where you can see beautiful scenery of the United States of America and also listen to previous episodes, which is great to do if you're driving in your car, sitting at your desk, because we obey FCC regulations. If you're working out on the treadmill or elliptical where you are literally expending a lot of energy and not going anywhere. I feel like my life. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. I don't have...
And this week's episode will probably have... footage of us driving around St. Croix, because I just found that on the computer this week.
Oh, yes, St. Croix. That was a really fun trip. Showed up in the wrong state of mind. And, Mikey Chip, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Now, Mikey Chip in St. Croix, I think it was that Friday or Saturday, I had one of my bad night terrors where at no point at 6:30 in the morning, I just started screaming. And
it was actually 2:40 because I woke up.
No, this was in St. Croix.
Oh, that one.
Today was 2:40.
Yeah, okay.
I know that one. We'll talk about that. But in St. Croix, like I woke up sometime at 6:30, just and Mike had to calm me down. And then,
mind you, he does this enough where it's not really. It doesn't scare me. It's like, oh, Thomas, you're having a night terror. Wake up.
It's my regular life.
Okay.
But the gay couple we were traveling with, like upon meeting them after returning to the coastal United States, because St. Croix, the U.S. Virgin Islands, is a U.S. territory. They were like, I did remember you suddenly screaming for no apparent reason at 6:30 in the morning. I wish them well. They were A-gays. Their wedding song was Just Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. And when I said, mine's going to be When Someday My Prince Will Come by Cinderella, they gave me a dirty look. And it's like, well, if I just haven't met you yet, who is this person standing next to you at the altar? Natalie Nivarella, you're giving me that same look. I just haven't met you yet.
No, that's a terrible wedding song. That makes no sense.
We've met.
I hope we met. We're getting married. Were they on Married at First Sight? Maybe then they didn't meet.
These were white people, so I don't think
it's
arranged
better,
marriage.
It's better than Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, that's true. That's a good one. Yes.
Oh, no, it's better than our friends who had the Friends theme.
Oh, gosh.
What?
Yeah.
3 or 4 different versions. I lost count.
Yeah, there was the Walk Down the Aisle version.
Oh, no.
And then there was the First Dance version.
You mean so no one told you life was going to be this way?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to go to a black wedding. You'll have a living single theme.
Well, I'm half black, so I've been to a bunch.
Oh, great.
But I always get the butt because
doing the butt.
I went to a lot of weddings in 1988, and it was all like watching people do the butt, and that's just I don't know.
That actually was the cultural issue we had, is that the wedding was very white. There's the orchestral acoustic version of I'll Be There For You. But the week before, we were celebrating a woman's birthday. She's white, but her husband is black.
Her late
husband's black. Kids are mixed. And so that was one of those, like, we had the Soul Train line, Frankie Beverly and May, some early LL Cool J. We was rocking out. We were having good. And then the next week, it's like, Air Supply.
That's a good song for a wedding. I'm All Out of Love.
Well, we were at this very, very white heterosexual wedding. Thomas and they had the couples dance, and we were in the top 3 of length of couples who've been together who danced. So we were the gay ones in front of everyone, like, oh yeah, we've been together longer than most of you, except the 2 old couples who were older than us.
How long? How long you two been together?
February 2012, give or take. I made Mike wait like 5 months before we officially became boyfriends, and then he peddled me out amongst college bros to say, "Look what I got! I got the tall Dutch bitch." And, oh, sorry. And at some point, I was like, "Mikey, the host grabbed my buttock." He's like, "It's big. Everyone grab it." And at that point, Mikey said, "We boyfriends now," and I said, "Okay."
That's how it works, huh?
That's a beautiful story.
It's better than the one he jokes about with the clam chowder and pearl necklace.
Oh, yeah. I was at some sleaze. I was at the Sit and Spin, the gay bar, Sit and Spin, and I was collecting loads. And we're gonna move on. So yes, I had a bad night terror at 2:40 this morning where. It's been a while since I woke up, like, sat up straight up and, like, screamed for, like, 20 seconds. And then I had a pause. It was like, the room's okay. Nothing's broken. Nothing's ruined. You're okay. And I went to Mike, and Mike was playing on his phone because he was trying to pick up a John off of one of them gay apps. You know how they run at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. They play that stuff. And
or actually nursing the sick cat.
And I have to say that not only is the algorithms in the iPhone listening is a little bit too much, they suggested the 1990s comic book on my Marvel app, Night Thrasher.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, there's actually a character named
she's
Night
listening.
Thrasher. She's listening.
Yeah.
So, Mikey Chip, you okay?
Yes.
Okay. We are joined by the Beast Woman herself, the Leopard Lady of comedy, one of them Vaccarella girls from the Northwest Side. We've got Patty Vaccarella returning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Thomas?
I am good. Now, you've got some Beast Woman shows coming up. I believe, is it a residency in November or December?
Yes, that'll be kind of like the last 2 weeks of November, first 2 weeks of December. It'll be Beast Women. It'll be the last, the Saturdays of the last 2 Saturdays in November and the first 2 Saturdays in December, and that will be our winter series.
So I know you're best friends with Chevy Debbie, and she has that turkey and that ham on her thighs. So you offering something good between Thanksgiving and Christmas?
You bet. Always, yes.
And do you have a website? How can people find you or Beast Women?
Beast Women has beastwomen.com. You can find them there. And my socials, Leopard Lady Comedy on all the socials, pretty much. And that's me. That's
and
me.
We are early show from 2016. I want to say you were one of our earliest guests. I still remember playing Gender Torturer's Four Walls Black. And you were like, I don't care about that woman's walls. I hate her. I hate this song. And you were like one of the most opinionated guests we had. And I said, thank you. I said, thank you. She's She has openly admitted she wouldn't mind being a roommate to me at some point, but she's since moved on wisely. But we both cat people.
Yep.
The cats rule our lives. It's okay. We've got, I called her Knuckles, and she might inspire a story, but we are joined by Natalie Nemarala. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great. I'm so excited to be here. This is so nice.
Now, we've done a lot of comedy shows together, even traveled state
Yes.
lines to Indiana.
You drove me all the way to Crown Point.
Woohoo!
Hoosier land.
Nothing but the best.
So, and
It was the scariest ride of my life. You're an absolute awful
I
driver.
am. I remember
it was
one time.
terrifying.
I remember one time doing a show with you in like Berwyn, and you promptly, like, as soon as you got out of the car, like kissed the ground because you survived. You called a friend. It's like, I really need you to come pick me up. I really. Like, you were staring at me like, Thomas, can you please not go so fast? Thomas, can you please not? Don't aim for the car!
It was probably like pre-Uber, and so I was like, maybe I can just walk. Like, is it like 19 miles? Like, could I do it by dawn? Like, what do I need to do?
Now, something that always struck me as interesting, I'm surprised you never took it to stage, is in a lot of ways you are kind of like the show of Facts of Life, where you got the looks...
Just all of them?
You've got the looks of Blair, but the Joe budget. And you were in a private school and you went to England, is that correct?
Yeah, all of that's true. Yeah, I went to boarding school for high school at the Culver Academies, which is in Indiana.
Fancy.
And then I won a scholarship to go study in England for a year. So I deferred college for a year, and I got to live in England for a year. Yeah.
That is really cool.
It was a lot of fun. Now I wish I'd never come back. I should have figured out a way to stay there, but I was too young to figure it out.
I was born in Frankfurt, and we
Illinois.
are looking into Frankfurt, Germany. I'm
Frankfurt
sorry.
am mine.
And my father was born in Amsterdam, and there's some things I can qualify for. Like I might be able to get my daddy's citizenship.
Oh, absolutely. You need to do that, yeah.
And I did find his naturalization papers that only occurred like a year and a half before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And in our current environment, that is something you need. So I also brought you
Oh,
here.
he's white. You're good.
Yeah.
Currently, I also got the gay and foreign board. It's Patty Vaccarella. You suggested our third guest, and Natalie Nimarala, you helped a friend actually get elected. We've got comedian John McCombs, and you're
Hello.
running for public office.
Correct. Yes, indeed. I am running for U.S. House of Representatives for Illinois District 7. And for those of you who don't know where District 7 is, which is probably everybody, that is the west side of Chicago. That is the downtown area. That is just a big chunk of the south side. Also some of the western suburbs, so Oak Park, Forest Park, Bellwood, Maywood, et cetera, et cetera. Literally, you can just Google it. Go on Google Maps and type in Illinois District 7. It shows you all the outlines of where it actually is. So
Is it Danny Davis is the current incumbent? in
yes,
that
he
one?
is. He is the
Okay.
incumbent, but he has decided that he is no longer going to run. So therefore, it is an open seat, and we
Okay.
have 12 so far people who have officially registered with the FEC, and I am one of them. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, John, I've been blessed. I believe we've done a couple shows in the past. I want to say the last time I saw you, which was one of those awkward moments of, do I know him? Is I had performed at Nighthawks in Albany Park off of Kimball and
yeah.
Lawrence.
End of the
and one
line.
time I was like walking down the street, and you were there. I think you were performing that night, and you passed me, and I'm like, I think I know him. But that's not a neighborhood where you shout out, I know somebody. And I like Albany Park, but like, no, you don't do that. And I headlined their Nighthawks. I'm not sure if they still do the comedy show. It's the biggest congregation of white people in Albany Park. If you ever want to check it out, I'm not lying, am I, John? Did you perform at Nighthawks?
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
It's been a minute though. I don't know if I've done it since COVID, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a couple years, and I'll always cherish that moment because Mikey, Chip, and I lived in a place, and our laundry facility had gone down, and so there I was performing at Nighthawks. I was the headliner, and then we walked to the 23-hour laundromat. I went from riches to rags, headliner to washwoman.
Such a glamorous life.
Was that back when they still had you just stand up in the windowsill to perform?
Yes.
I don't think that's too much of a difference. I don't think you went from poor to poor. I don't think you really was. Make it sound like you just got off stage at like the Vic or something.
That's true. That's true. It's not the sleaziest place I performed. I think the one was a converted mechanic facility, and so the stage was literally particle board laid on top of wooden flat slats, and you were supposed to climb on it and do a show, and they had one bathroom that made the bathrooms in those horror movies look clean.
I have been to an underground punk show that's less sketchy than that.
So
And it was a sketchy underground punk show.
So, John McCombs, how can people find you? What you got going on in your world? And
Yeah, so you can go to my website, john4thepeople.com. So john4thepeople.com. You can follow me on social media, McCombs for Congress. McCombs spelled McCombs. And then we've got a lot of interesting stuff going on. We just did a street cleanup today on the south side of Chicago, collected 18 bags of trash off of the street. But obviously with our potential, I don't want to bury the lead here, but with the things going on in the national scene, there might be some more opportunities to get involved in the community as we fight against the onset of this authoritarian takeover.
We're going to definitely talk about that if everyone saw with our first song. And we're running a little bit late, so we're joined by also Fair is Fair, Chris Fair, the laser comedy king? Am I?
King? Yeah, sure. I'm the only one who does it, so that makes me the king, I guess.
So go ahead, talk into the microphone. How are you? What you got going on?
Oh.
I think I've known you since 2008. I'm scared to admit that.
Maybe even before that. I don't know. I was coming down to the city to do stand-up 2005, 2006. Like, I was going to school at NIU. But since then, in 2009, I started doing improv. In 2011, I invented the Laser Comedy Show. It's a live illustrated puppet show where I draw pictures with black light lasers on a glow-in-the-dark screen and then voice act all the characters. And so, like, one show, let's say, like, 10-minute show, I might draw 30, 40 pictures. Like, it's crazy.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm doing a show at it's at BYOT, which takes place September 6th at 7 p.m. in the upstairs of Mrs. Murphy's Irish Bistro. Mrs. Murphy's and Sons Irish Bistro.
What's the T?
BYOT is Bring Your Own Theater. Oh. It's a 24-hour, like, one-act scene, one-act play thing. They do it once a month, and starting at 7 p.m. on Friday, they have, like, a meeting. They distribute the groups, and then they give you a theme, and then the writers have, like, 12 hours to write. They turn in their scripts. The actors then memorize. The directors help block and plan out the show. And then at 7 p.m., 24 hours later is when they do the show. Now, I just show up and then do my laser comedy show. I just completely, I take the theme into account, but I get some suggestions from the audience, and I just do like a 15-minute set, which is a lot of fun. The last show I did there was about Greek mythology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just got some suggestions, and then I made each of those suggestions gods. So it was like a horse, a cyanide pill, and a solo cup, and they were the gods of their own thing. Like,
oh wow,
cyanide pill was apparently god of spies.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're running late for our first song. We are going back to 1995 off her technically third solo album. She released an album when she was 13, but the world views it off her second album, Post. Only got to number 10 in the UK, number 21 US alternative. Here we have Bjork with Army of Me.
Stand up.
You are listening to Bottoms of the Barrel live on Que4 Radio. Bottoms of the Barrel airs live every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1680, Q4.org, iTunes Radio, and the TuneIn app. Search for Que4 Radio.
And that was Bjork with Army of Me from 1995. Only got to number 10 on the UK, only US alternative number 21. I thought the song would chart higher on the alternative. Off her second album, Post. This one is a huge yay. I love the cool beat. It sounds like the missiles have been launched. The military has been released. Self-sufficiency, please. If you complain once more, you'll meet an army of me of I am prepared to let go my anger. And your rescue squad is exhausted and we won't save you. Yay. Bjork's one of my favorite artists, and I haven't listened to Post in a long time, and this is obviously a yay. Mikey Chip, yay, nay, meh.
This was my 1995. I love this song. Coming home from my late night job at the coffee shop that was open late till 4 a.m.
Ooh.
So driving home at 5 a.m. on the Southfield Freeway, blasting this in my 1986 Buick Somerset that had a crashed-in front end and was bright beige. And the window didn't open, and it didn't have air.
You a rebel, Mikey Chip. You ain't never gonna be no good.
But yeah, no, I love this song.
Yay, Patty Vaccarella, yay, nay, meh.
It's a mild yay for me. I mean, I have fond memories of dancing to this and other songs in like hazy, smoky rooms because you could smoke indoors back then. But yeah, it's yay.
It's yay. Natalie Nimarala, yay, nay, meh.
I'm going to give it a yay. I've never heard it before. I've never been a huge Bjork fan, but I went to Iceland in September of 2023.
And she makes no sense now, right?
I mean, first of all, it was just amazing, and I want to live there. And it's like being on the moon, and also gay friendly, and also they love hot dogs, and also like what is not to love about like Icelandic culture? It's amazing. So
the fermented shark.
I didn't eat the fermented shark. I was scared. But they have a Big Lebowski bar, and every drink is a different flavored White Russian, and it's all decorated in Big Lebowski memorabilia and bowling pins, and they're so funny, and they're just the warmest, like, most wonderful people. So Iceland is awesome. So then, yes, I think I was like, wait a minute, I think I need to go back and like maybe appreciate Bjork some more, because like that's a very cool place to come from. I've never heard that song, but I loved it, and I felt like it didn't feel that dated, because I graduated high school in '95, which is 30 years ago.
Same here.
Yeah. And what I feel like I remember is Jagged Little Pill, like. My Roman Empire is Jagged Little Pill. Like, that's all I think about every day.
See, I like Jagged Little Pill, but my first boss in college, she loved Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
So I heard it so much in October of 1995, I kind of didn't really want to hear it again. Like, every time, like, for the whole shift.
When I found the secret track, like the last secret track, I just like memorized all the words because I was insane. But I love this song, so I'm giving it a yay.
Yay. Now, the secret track, is that the one where she breaks into some guy's room and puts on his clothes?
Yeah, it's like a cappella. She's like, I went to your house. Yeah.
You know, that's called stalking. That's called breaking an entry.
It seems fine.
Just because she's short doesn't mean it's not a threat. I'm just...
Just because it's a woman doing it to a man doesn't mean it's not wrong.
Yes. Now, Chris Fair, yay, nay, meh, Army of Me by Bjork.
I'll say yay. I like this style of music. I was actually in grade school, and not to make anyone feel old, but
we don't.
It's my first, like, one of my first CDs I bought was actually like Natalie Imbruglia, Torn.
Nothing's right, I'm torn.
Yeah, exactly. I love that song a lot. But also, like, I listened to country music for when I was a kid, and then in 94, 95 is when I started getting into alternative music and hip hop and like Metallica and Soundgarden and stuff. But I also drew a picture. It's a tank which just says me. It says me on it.
You know,
maybe
that Taylor Swift song "Me" would be a lot different if she was riding a pink tank with me on it.
Oh yeah.
Can you pencil in a swan around her neck?
Possibly. I only have a pen though.
You only have a pen.
Yeah.
Now, John McCombs, yay, nay, meh, Army of me, Bjork.
You know what? As I believe the youngest guy in the room, I'm actually going to say nay.
Oh.
Yeah. No, this
Please
is
complain once more.
this is giving me the Matrix goes to IKEA vibes. All right, I'm like, we're not even gonna try to rhyme. This is what I call heroin rock. You know, this is we just slink into a couch and let the wave wash over us.
Mushrooms, really.
Preferably.
This is Bjork. She goes more on the
Hey,
mushroom
you get the
route.
trip you need, not the one you want.
Now, so Trump sent the National Guard to Washington, D.C., and he's going to soon send it to Chicago, New York City, and San Francisco. That's why I picked Army of Me. Like,
Try it,
someone
bitch.
got arrested for throwing, like, a sandwich in D.C. is like, oh, no, this Chicago.
Hold on, you know, well,
Yeah,
first of
yeah.
all, who threw a sandwich at him was one of his lawyers. He was a DOJ lawyer who was so fed up that he threw his sandwich.
Prepare to be assaulted with a Chicago hot dog.
Wet and hot.
A beef. We're
Wet
gonna do it a beef.
and hot.
Okay.
Because I remember, I believe it was March 2016, I was overseas. Mikey, Chip, and I were in Berlin, Germany, just half a block from the Holocaust
Actually,
sculpture.
more importantly, our hotel was where the wall was. Like that, you remember the big empty lot right at the end of the building? Yeah, that's where the wall was.
And Trump came to do his little rally, and while he did rallies other places, Chicago shut him down.
That's right.
They went a
Yes.
running, and
He's about to like we're not DC. Like he's about to find out real quick. Like we don't play that. And
He's about to find out.
Yeah.
DC,
Please
well,
come.
It's like
DC
a
is-
city that's heavily blue, heavily union, heavily like militant. Especially you go back in like the history of Chicago when it comes to uprisings and marches and all this history here. Like this is not a city that plays around with that type of crap.
You want to watch Chicago unite when a New Yorker comes and threatens us. New Yorker is trying to threaten Chicago. Yeah, no, that's not going to work out real well.
I mean, DC's doing great, and I'm proud of them and they're protesting. But I feel like that is a really polite city.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of people that
It's
move
also
in and
a
out.
small city.
Correct.
physically.
Chicago is huge. If we live here, we love it.
Yeah.
And I just dare you, with all of our big backs, come and get me with my big back. I dare you. I will kill you with a hot dog. I will
that
murder
Midwest
you.
corn-fed energy.
That's- and they're
coming
going
out
to try
broad
to do
shoulders.
this in cold months when like
they don't know how to fight.
They don't they shut down Washington with 2 inches of snow, whereas we get a foot and we're like, we still got to go to work.
Yeah.
I'll be home later.
Pays to be an Uber driver.
I'm not even going to have on a coat.
Oh, it's 30 jacket weather.
A little sweater under the jacket, but it's 5:30.
All right, it's 5:30, and Chris Fair, you weren't here, but we are changing our song to the 1985 Invincible by Pat Benatar, because when I would introduce you at Hughead McDonough's, which has now become Ace Bar,
Yeah.
and is now closed. Unfortunately, they closed. And former guest friend Phil Burns, his grandmother lived above Hoghead McDonough's Ace Bar in the 1930s, 40s. It's sad what's happening to a lot of structures here in Chicago. And obviously, once we take out the ice, we'll see what buildings are left. But anyway, I would always say, Chris Fair, fair is fair. Legend of Billie Jean, a movie you have no clue what I'm talking about.
You did tell me about it. So,
And here we have Invincible by Pat Benatar, 1985.
This bloody road remains a mystery. The sudden darkness fills the air. What are we waiting for?
You are listening to Bottoms of the Barrel live on Que4 Radio. Bottoms of the Barrel airs live every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1680, Que4.org, iTunes Radio, and the TuneIn app. Search for Que4 Radio.
And that was Pat Benatar with the theme from Legend of Billie Jean. Invincible in 1985 got to number 10 on Billboard. Thank you for the help, Patty Vaccarella. Actually, Legend of Billie Jean bombed so badly at the theater that the movie poster actually had the tagline featuring the song Invincible by Pat Benatar.
Trying to save it somehow.
Fair is fair, which The Legend of Billie Jean is a fun movie if you like 80s camp where something goes wrong. What is she fighting for? Actually, a motorbike. She's fighting for her brother's motorcycle. And then the women just all butcher their hair in rebellion.
Is this what Michael Jackson was referencing?
A few years later. But it could be.
Not my love.
The song was written by the same writing team that wrote Pat Benatar's classic Love is a Battlefield. We can't afford to be innocent. This bloody road remains a mystery. It's like, oh, things ain't good. We have to stand up and fight the enemy. We have a right to be angry. This shattered dreams cannot justify. I'm gonna scream until I'm satisfied. You sing it, Miss Pat Benatar. Vocally, I forgot just how amazing she is, and she wasn't really trying too hard on this track.
Because she is a trained opera singer.
She's a classically trained opera singer, yes.
She was just gliding up to those high notes like she was not skipping a beat. And I know we one time played her cover of Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush with the only complaint is like, you know, Pat Benatar, you're one of the few who could probably hit those Kate Bush notes. Like, it's not like some other less than singers. Like, no, I think you are on the same vocal level of her. But this song to me, it's a classic. I'm actually glad we switched it out because it got me rocking. I am ready. Bring it on, back. Orange Man. Bring it
stand
on.
Back.
Mikey Chip, yay, nay, man.
First, actually, a really weird thought that I had, which I hadn't thought of in almost 30 years, is in my sophomore summer, I was in a documentary filmmaking class, and so as one of the exercises before we actually made a documentary, we had to make a music video, and my choices were actually between Army of Me and not this specific Pat Benatar song, but a Pat Benatar song. I ended up going with Army of Me, but just kind of like having a moment. I'm like, I remember listening to these songs a lot in a row, trying to decide what music video to make. I love Pat Benatar. That I was dancing.
And in The Legend of Billie Jean, Miss Lisa Simpson Yardley Smith is in it. She plays putter, and there's actually a shootout. And as they are escaping from the shootout, there's like, Putter, you've been hit. And she's like, no, I'm fine. And she has actually become a woman. Her first menstrual cycle.
Oh. My goodness.
But all you heard was Lisa Simpson saying it.
Am I the only one who's seen
The
this
same thing
movie?
happened to me. The first time I got my period, I thought I'd been shot.
Oh.
Guess it's better than Carrie.
It's pretty common.
I
It's
thought
a real Forrest Gump situation.
I
Something bit me.
I thought I had just eaten some bad Mexican.
Food or a neighbor.
I was having some tummy pain, and I was like, it's probably the Mexican I ate. And then I woke up, and there she was.
There she blows.
Oh, Montezuma's Revenge.
Patty Vaccarella, yay, nay, man.
You're welcome for that visual. Yay. Anything.
I can't take these jokes to the stage. I'm male.
Anything Pat Benatar is awesome in my book. She is amazing performer. She's one of the first women who tackled some really difficult subjects, and she tackled them well. And she brought a lot of awareness to, child abuse and domestic abuse and just, the stuff that women have to go through. And she was
She's still with us. She's still alive.
Yes,
so.
yes, she is. Yes, absolutely. And she's still rocking. I did catch a little bit of her at a street festival a couple years ago. She was awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I was not aware she was involved in all those social issues and bringing attention to. And
She, I mean, a lot of her songs, you know, they're anthems. They're serious songs, and she, you know, like, and she also refuses now to perform "Hit Me with Your Best Shot"
oh,
because she said it's too gun violence related. So she
Oh,
does not
wow.
perform that song live now.
very cool. Natalie Namarala, giving us a little bit of your Italian background. Now,
No, that's actually an interesting segue, Patty, because I wrote down "Hit Me with Your Best Shot" because when I do live band karaoke, that's my go-to song. I like it with live band, but interesting. I don't know that I associate that song with gun violence.
I don't either.
But I mean, good for her. I love the song. I love Pat Benatar. Yeah, that got me riled up. All these songs, I'm sensing a theme. But yeah, it's a do or die situation. So it is in America right now. So it's serious.
Natalie Namarala, before I move to Detroit,
Yeah.
we do need to do karaoke, and I need to actually point out that I want to sing "I Know Him So Well" from Chess.
Yes.
I want you to sing the lead. I want to be the
Obviously,
second
we're doing
one.
this.
And I would say I want to stretch my Madonna vocals to Marianne Faithfull, but I think I'm just going to be the art student who just can't sing. But I want to do it. I know him so well.
I know him so well. They are they're reviving Chess. Is it Leah Michelle? Who's in it? Someone. I don't know. I'll Google it during the next song. But they're bringing Chess. They're bringing Chess back.
We can talk about that. My first high school was the first to perform Chess as a high school in the United
I think
States.
you told me that before.
And Pat Benatar and Hart were two powerhouses in the 80s, sent by someone I don't know what that image is, but someone is listening. And someone says sing it. Natalie Namarala, like they said, sing it. They like your vocals, and for some reason, I think I can match.
Oh,
I might have to do like
challenge.
baritone background.
Yeah.
Chris Fair is fair. Yay, nay, meh.
I'll go yay. I mean, I kind of missed a lot of the 80s being a toddler. So it's really the 80s are coming back. And I think a lot of it started.
Here first.
You heard it here first, kids. A lot of it started, I think, with no, I can't remember. The song that came back with Stranger Things.
yeah.
Running up that hill.
Running up
Kate
that hill
Bush.
by Kate Bush. Yeah. I mean, I added that to my playlist. That's on my playlist now. And I might be adding a couple of these to my playlist now.
So do you feel as a toddler in the 80s you could afford to be innocent? Or did you feel your diaper as a steak mom?
I was so innocent. I was like, hey, Mom, let's play. Like, we had a dog. And I was just like, hey, Mom, I'm the dad. You're the mom. And you know, our dog's the baby. You know, that's how innocent I was.
All right, and John McCombs, yay, nay, man, because you're the youngest of us.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yay on this one. I like a song that opens with we open with the drums. We get that drum line in there, and then we start going, and then it's like a classic '80s anthem. You know, I'm picturing like Karate Kid. I'm like, yeah, you can go the distance. Yeah, you can do it. So I'm all about it.
sweep the
Yay.
leg, Johnny.
So
Sweep the leg.
we're going to now 1999. Wasn't released, but it's off of their album No Exit when they got back together. Here we have Forgive and Forget by Blondie.
In the beginning, in the days before time, the light was alive with the essence of power. And from
You are listening to Bottoms of the Barrel live on Que4 Radio. Bottoms of the Barrel airs live every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1680, Que4.org, iTunes Radio, and the TuneIn app. Search for Que4 Radio.
And that was Blondie off their No Exit album in 1999, Forgive and Forget. Our listener who's watching me on live stream said Blondie in 1980s, their song Rapture was the first rap song to hit #1 in the United States. And in a lot of ways, while she's known as the godmother of New Wave, she could arguably be the godmother of rap that, hold up, give me a minute. If you watch like Crush Groove and you watch the hip-hop, The Rise, is she was going to Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, seeing these rap stars, and well, not rap stars, rap performers, and she's like, I can get you in the clubs. And she literally would take them with her, get them to perform, got them to be recognized. She should be called the godmother of hip hop. I don't think that, but she backed up her words. She really helped the hip hop movement as much as she could. For this song, it reminds me a lot of their Auto American album, which did have The Tide is High and Rapture, but the studio didn't want to release it because they were being a little bit too weird and too experimental. And here she's like in the beginning and the birth of all society, and if you forgive my ferocity, I'll forget your sweetness. What are you talking about? and then at some point, as it didn't end, I was like, do I just have ADD or does the song need to end now? But I do like the driving rhythm, and I won't listen to this every day, but it wasn't horrible. It was at least interesting in its background noise. There's worse fates. So it's a weak yay, but I'll give it a yay. Mikey Chip, yay, nay, meh.
I like Blondie. I actually like the background music of the song, but I'm going to give it a meh. Blondie song should be giving me more than a song that I would expect to play at a nicer dentist's office.
Now, you did watch the Rise of Hip Hop, a documentary, and Debbie Harry was...
I wouldn't call her the godmother.
But she did make sure they got seen. People got seen.
Yeah, she's not going to be the first one to mention. Maybe you talk about everyone who was a performer. Oh, and Debbie Harry helped get them into clubs, but it's kind of more of a, oh yeah, and.
All right. Then she set me on fire. Now, John McCombs, yay, nay, meh.
I wish our audience could have seen you making direct eye contact with me as you explained the godmother of hip-hop.
My Cassidy came out.
I was like, more like the blind side of hip-hop, but, you know, it's... that was a nay for me. I didn't like the sound. Like, the I don't know. I don't like her voice. It just reminded me. I'm like, this is like a grown-up Puff the Magic Dragon thing going on. I'm not huge on it, so that's a nay for me, dog.
Now, Chris Fair is fair. Yay, nay, meh.
More meh. I was bored. In fact, I drew a picture of a woman, and at first it started to very much look like a female Butthead from Beavis and Butthead. I think I made it look better. I don't know. I'll show all the pictures I'm drawing during the songs at the end. it'll be fun. But I was bored during the song.
You were bored during it.
Yeah.
Natalie Nemorala, yay, nay, meh.
I'm going to give it a meh, but are these like drawings that you do for your show? Like your laser drawings?
I'm just.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be less detailed.
I mean, this is great radio, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it'd be a little less detailed.
You should see this.
If you guys could see any of these drawings, that one looks like Lorraine Bracco.
Oh, okay.
I see that.
I'm going to give it a meh. I mean, I guess I like Blondie. I mean, obviously, she's the inventor of rap. I think we can all say that. No.
Oh God, no!
Because I get in a car and I drive real far and I'm a white lady. Are you kidding me? No, give me a break. I'm glad she was some sort of ally and did what she could with the privilege that she had, but you've got to be effing kidding me. Okay, give me it. This song's called Forgive and Forget. I already forgot it.
Well, I don't think y'all forgiven me for my stupid statement.
I thought you were reading someone else's statement. That was your own statement?
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, just blame
There
it on
we
a
go.
viewer. That's
yes, there's a viewer.
Yeah.
I read. Like, I would probably say she's more like a catalyst to rap. I don't know if I do.
We're moving on. Moving
That's
on.
a border.
Moving on.
Patty Vaccarella, yay, nay, man, forgive and forget.
I love Blondie. I don't ever recall hearing this song. I have this vision in my head when the song was playing that she was like very witchy looking, dressed in black and all ethereal and with a cauldron conjuring up stuff. But yeah, no.
No, nay.
Yeah, nay.
Full nay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I guess I chose Forgive and Forget because so many things happened since our last show on the 9th. For the Epsteinth time, did the 5-week vacation work? Are we moving on from that? Are we?
I just love that people are acting like they're just hearing this information for the first time. I mean, I have seen pictures of Donald Trump and Epstein together since like 1979.
They were joking about it on 30 Rock in 2008.
But I'm just saying, like, my entire life, I've seen pictures of them together. Like, so look, if it's waking people up on the other side who want to pretend that they didn't know, I mean, that's fine, great. Whatever it takes to shake someone out of it, great. But the false, like, pretending like you didn't, I mean, give me a break.
The comments that obviously that Mr. T has been making, not that Mr. T, the other Mr. T, Prez T,
The orange bastard works.
the orange T has been making for decades now about underage women is I mean, that's the first hint. Decades he's been making these comments, and it's ridiculous.
I love that his own supporters are now feeling what we have felt for so often.
They're like,
when he's just
"Oh."
like, who even cares about this anymore? Why are we still? You're still talking about? It's like, yes, this is literally all they talk about, dude. And now they're finally being like, why would the president lie to us? So like, how?
No.
Yeah, where have you been for like decades? Like, he just tells you, no, that didn't happen. That's not what it's like. That didn't exist. So like, yeah, this is what we've been living through for so long. Now you're finally feeling it.
Yeah, a lot of very vocal Trump supporters are a little bit less so now, and we're here for it. Is
Yeah.
what I can say.
I actually, I have a friend of mine.
On the Epstein list.
No, that is they're Latino Republicans in Oak Lawn, who in November, like the one son I'm friends with, it doesn't agree with his family, but it's his family. Yeah, you do what you do. But anywho, they now have gone from Trump, yay, to they have a Ukrainian, Mexican, and Canadian flags along with the American flag on their house.
There you go.
So it's like, oh, good, you figured that one out.
There's hope.
Yeah, they changed their mind after it no longer counts. But that's good.
Now, something I have to say, and I think Governor Gavin Newsom's trying to do is to fight fire with fire, especially with the Epstein case. I really want to say something needs to introduce the GOP Michael Johnson lower the age of consent. Now, I say that because I don't think it needs to be lowered at all. Sweet Lord Jesus, no. 16, 18 is depending on the state, like 4 years, fine, Romeo and Juliet laws, whatever. 11 is not an age of consent, and certainly anything younger is like, God, no. But
They
call
have-
them out. Throw
they-
it in their face.
They don't even, a child that age doesn't even understand the whole process. It's like, why Why would you think they could consent to that?
Well, it's also going back to like they keep thinking all these pedophiles are going to be like Democrats or people
yeah,
more
Or gay men.
or
It's
gay
the pastors
trans
and the
people,
Republicans.
and literally
The
like
drag
person,
queens.
person after person who gets caught. It's Republican lawmaker after Republican lawmaker after Republican.
Evangelicals.
Yes, it's just like you guys are the ones. It is
It's
you.
you. It's coming from
What are you
inside the
talking
house.
about?
I mean, the Catholics finally cleared theirs out, so
In theory.
Hey!
In theory.
Chicago's got a pope now. We gotta.
hey, Pope Chicago. I'm not worried about Pope Chicago. Bab is going to take care of it. You do 2 tree rosaries, and then make sure you catch the game at New Sox Park.
And in the baptismal font is au jus.
Most people come to the church for the flavor.
It's gonna be old style. It's gonna be old style.
Now, you don't want to speak ill of the dead, but so focus on the family. Founder Dr. James Dobson.
Hell
died
has a
at
new demon.
89. He was pro homophobia, child abuse, and misogyny.
Yeah.
If you allow gay marriage, people will want to marry goats. It's like, why did you jump to that?
And also, he advocated for people to beat their children. Even more importantly,
It's just like
a lot of kids I know, actually, some of our friends online, their parents were influenced by his teachings, and they hate their parents because of what he did.
I wish I could use that to justify my childhood, but we weren't raised with religion.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
same.
6 o'clock.
Same.
It's
my,
6 o'clock.
my dad beat me with a paddle in the butt just by himself. Like,
And it's 6 o'clock.
I just can't decide if you shall have or not my flat. You just want to live right here without me and my cat. But I'm born to raise hell. Yes, I'm born to raise hell. You just want to drive my car far away from here. Leave me out there with my cat, drive home and have a beer. But I'm born to raise hell. Yes, I'm born to raise hell. I just can't decide if you shall have or not my flat. You just want to live right here without me and my cat. But I'm born to raise hell. You just want to drive my car far away from here. Leave me out there with my cat, drive home and have a beer. But I'm born to raise hell. Yes, I'm born to raise hell.
It is Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, and you are listening to Bottoms of the Barrel on Que4 Radio, AM 1680, Q4.org. I am your host, Thomas Bottoms, bringing you a show with no budget, no future, no morals, aiming low for success. Hello, everyone.
Is there a show?
We're halfway there. And we have a website. It is bottoms, with an S, bottomsofthebarrel.com. If you want to meet with me socially, I will be at the Shakers anniversary party, 3162 North Clark.
Yes.
6 to 8 p.m. Tomorrow. I started my second open mic there in 2010, the Comedy Cabaret at 3160.
Woohoo.
And I think that's how I met Miss Patty Vaccarella, and how I met Miss Natalie Nemarala, and
Yep.
and how I met Chris Fair was McDonough's. I met you at Hoghead McDonough's, where they had a police car with bullet holes in it, which I think we'll be seeing again, but not displayed in a bar. Mikey Chip, you good?
I'm good.
Okay. We are joined with I tried to treat you gingerly, but now I realize I should have been rough. We've got John McCombs.
it should have been rough. All right. Yeah, I come to fight. That's right, and I will fight for you.
I was worried about ruining your life. It's like, oh no, we good.
Yeah, I'll be exactly who I am. You know, I'm running for U.S. House of Representatives for Illinois District 7. So you can find out more at john4thepeople.com. That's john4thepeople.com. And also follow me on socials at McCombs for Congress. McCombs spelled McCombs.
And are you?
I have to ask. You do live in the district, right?
Yes, I do. I do live in the district.
Yes. We've had some other candidates in other districts that are interesting on that one, but we're not going to talk about that.
So you want to help
spill
where
the tea.
you live and not tell people how to live in someplace else.
Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
Now,
Go ahead.
are you still doing stand-up comedy?
I am still doing stand-up comedy. I've got actually. What's my next show? I don't know what my next show is, but I am going to be performing in Mahomet, Illinois. This will be in September. It's the weekend of homecoming at U of I, which I was going to go to any case. But yeah, so I'm still doing stand-up, still making people laugh, still saying terrible things on stage and being like, hey, I don't endorse what I just said. So just erase that from your mind and vote for me later.
I know you just saw that with your own eyes, but that just did not occur. That's actually one of my favorite scenes of like the movie Black Dynamite, where like Black Dynamite's giving Gloria this whole speech, and I'll be there. And suddenly this woman shows up and finishes the speech, and Black Dynamite's like, "I know that's you, Euphoria. Maybe we should send you to Crenshaw Pete with his hot wire hanger." And she quickly duck away and cry, and then Gloria has to like side eye Euphoria. It's like, "Oh, Black Dynamite, I know we just met, but I feel we can trust you." It's like, did you not just witness what happened? Now, you're not wearing a MAGA hat or a Klans hood. What? Can you quickly sum up your platform?
Oh, okay. Well, wow. I think
That's quite the lead-in.
I know. I was like, well, you aren't the worst possible. You're not wearing a Klan hood. You don't have an SS cap on. Yeah. My platform is essentially that boils down to three things. First and foremost is building an economy that prioritizes people, not corporations. I'm all about representing people. I think corporations already have more than enough representation in Congress, and we need to get big money out of politics. Also, I believe in providing worry-free health care for everybody. You know, the fact is we're the richest country in the nation, and yet still the majority of reasons that people go bankrupt is because of medical bills, which is ridiculous. And finally, respecting the dignity of all Americans and aspiring Americans. You know, the fact that we have a mass police force that snatches people up at will off of the streets of the United States without providing a warrant is, I don't think, beyond too much of a stretch to say worrying. So I think, and it's only going to get worse. It's only progressing from here. We're seeing attacks on literally every single marginalized group in this country. So it's going to, we just have to get back to a place where we look at each other as actual human beings again, instead of caricatures that get, brought up on, I'll say it, Fox News. Yes. Not Fox News. It's propaganda. So
The real fake news.
yeah, for real.
That's something I before coming in today, I had to turn off the news because I guess the World War II camp that was used for Japanese Americans is now Air Force is now a
luxury
military
hotel?
base that is holding the people ICE is arresting. And it's like, oh, we're back to the camps.
Yeah, well,
Well, we
back
have
to the
this
camp.
infrastructure built.
Alligator Alcatraz.
Actually, though, apparently a federal judge has ordered Alligator Alcatraz closed in 60 days.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, but we don't wanna.
Yeah, they're just gonna ignore
That's
it.
what's gonna happen.
That's
So-
what authoritarian regimes do.
It's almost Lily Tomlin's We're the Phone Company, What You Gonna Do? That worked in the 60s, not today, hopefully. We've got Chris Fair, laser light comedian. What shows you got coming up? How can people find you?
Oh yeah, you can go to my website lasercomedyshow.com. And you can see there. You can see my show that's in a week. Also, I'm actually working on my Patreon. I got a Patreon, Laser Comedy Show. You're gonna be able to see, if you become a member, a whole bunch of shows I've done at libraries and comedy festivals for like the past 10 years. And I am also I sell comic books on the streaming web app Whatnot. So
Are you a comic book artist?
I wish. I got into selling comic books because I was buying too many comic books. So I got shows all week on Whatnot. I'm the Laser Guy. My Instagram's the Laser Dude, separated by underscores. It's just all about lasers for me.
It's laser with a Z or an S.
And now it's with an S.
With an S.
And I got a little creative. My phrase for buying and selling is thank pew pew.
And we've got returning guest Nalina Marala, who hasn't been here for many, many years, and she's like, "Oh, I'm back here." Hi.
Well, it's just awkward because Chris and I are sharing a mic, and I'm actually here on an anti-laser platform. So it's just getting really awkward at this end of the table.
No thank pew pew.
Now, what's going on in your world, Nalina Marala?
Yes,
any
yes,
shows
yes.
coming up, and what's?
Yes. So I used to have a website, but then GoDaddy increased it by $20 a month, and I said no thanks. So I don't have a website anymore. And my next show is a mammogram at the University of Chicago Clinic on the 28th. I'd like to invite all of you to come. It's at 7:30 in the morning. So just meet me there. And there may be lasers involved in that, Chris, because it's like an X-ray. So
Now, I jokingly called you
different
Knuckles
wavelength.
Nimarala. Should we just call you Jugs?
well, my nickname is Sweet Tits. Going
You know
back
what?
to high school.
You know, I believe that.
It's a true story. I didn't just make it up. But we'll see what they say on Thursday.
All right. And we've got the Beast Woman, the Leopard Lady of Comedy. We've got Patty Vaccarella.
Hi,
What's going on in your world?
My nickname is not Sweet Tits. I have a show next Saturday at Surge Billiards, 3716 West Fullerton Avenue in Chicago. Starts at 7:30. Tickets are available, $12 online, $15 at the door, and you can find tickets through Eventbrite and then just search for Hot Mic Comedy.
Very cool. Now, we have our listener who's the images I don't know, and he has to say a mammogram's better than a colonoscopy.
No,
No.
no, because you're asleep for the colonoscopy. It's the prep that's worse.
I kept waking up for mine. And I saw things. I almost wanted to release it like deep inside Thomas's bottom. And then I had a friend named Tashi who recently had a colonoscopy, and I was like, deep inside Tashi's tushy. He won't talk to me anymore.
My dad claims that the first time he got a colonoscopy, they went so far up they poked his lung.
Oh.
I said I didn't think
don't
that was anatomically
Yeah, I was
possible.
like, I don't think it goes
No.
that way.
Don't think that
That's-
works that way. Yeah.
There's a stomach in the way.
The colon is not attached to the lungs.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for sure.
I don't know. My dad is full of. Yeah.
Here we go.
But I'm pumped.
So we're going to our cover wars, and Mikey, Chip, and I, we were in Detroit last weekend, and we were supposed to do things on the house, and we managed to take out the trash. I'll give it that
We did
much.
some stuff. You don't, and we did stuff.
We bought water for stray kitties.
Yes.
Aw.
Now, it's a wolf emoji. Oh, it's a wolf emoji. All right, thank you. So instead of a cover wars, we're kind of doing the whole sample thing, and we're going back to Billboard #1 hit. I didn't know it got that high.
Oh, yeah.
2011, Somebody I Used to Know by Gautier featuring Kimbra versus, she's a TikTok artist that's crossed over, but I need to say that was her foot in the door. I believe this woman has genuine talent. Like, I
Okay.
need to, like, okay, TikTok Maya got her there, but, once you get there, you do have to have something. And I believe she does. We'll have Dochi?
Dochi,
And originally released in 2019, re-recorded, re-released. I believe we're doing the 2025 version. Got to #9 on Billboard because it samples Somebody I Used to Know. Anxiety, something we all have. Our cover wars.
Now and then I think of when we were together, like when you said you felt so happy you could die. It's an ache I still remember. You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, like resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found him, we could not make sense. Well, you said that we would still be friends, but I'll admit that I was glad it was over. You didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened, and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but in me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't wanna live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. You didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened, and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and that feels so rough. You didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. I used to know. That I used to know. I used to know somebody. Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me, and my anxiety. Solo, no mojo, I bounce back, no pogo, unhappy, no homo, new brands, no logos, money on my juggler, natural hustler, think I need a smuggler up in Russia, you could be my butler, shine my cutler, shout out to Oyenda, that's the guzzler, okay next thing, my life is a wet dream, I call it a sex scene, the bag is a nice tease, I tried to escape, my life is an x-ray, I'm sorry a sex tape, you only get one take, quiet on the set please, rolling anxiety, in 3, 2, anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah. Anxiety, shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me. Is my anxiety. Anxiety, order. What's in that clear blue water? No limits, no borders. What's in that new world order? Marco, Marco, Polo, Polo. Negro run from Popo. Popo. That blue light and that rojo. Rojo. And it's like I get this tightness in my chest, like an elephant is standing on me, and I just let it take over. Anxiety keeps on trying me. Anxiety keeps on trying me. Anxiety, anxiety, oh, I feel I'm trying, keep it trying, keep it trying. Oh, I feel the silence, keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Oh, somebody's touching me. Anxiety, anxiety, oh, I feel anxiety, it's my anxiety. Got shit trying me, it's my anxiety. Gotta keep it off of me, it's my anxiety. Got shit touching me, it's my anxiety. Gotta keep it off of me, got shit off of me, shake, shake it off of me. It's my anxiety. Gotta keep it off of me, got shit off of me, shake, shake it off of me. It's my anxiety. Gotta keep it off of me.
You're listening to Bottoms of the Barrel live on Que4 Radio. Bottoms of the Barrel airs live every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1680, Q4.org, iTunes Radio, and the TuneIn app. Search for Que4 Radio.
And that was our cover wars, which was more of a sample wars. The original track was Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier featuring Kimbra. Got to #1 on Billboard. Versus Anxiety by Doechii, released originally in 2019, re-recorded in 2025, and got to #9 on Billboard. It might still be on the chart because I watched the Dose of Buckley, where apparently there's some song that's been on the charts for like 70-some weeks, and we grew up in a generation, like if you were on 10 weeks on the chart, like that was a long time, but okay.
Well, there's other things about
there's other
2022.
things going on.
Yeah.
There's other things going on. I'm just being snotty. It's my anxiety, Mikey. Just share with me. I'm sorry, Mikey Chip. For Gautier, Somebody's I Used to Know, I have to give this a yay. It reminds me a little bit of early 80s The Police, but I'm not a big fan of them, so that's in a good way. And that you can be addicted to a certain kind of sadness, that we tolerate pain that happens to us, and oh, you said we could still be friends. And I have to say, like with the Gautier part, is I'm on the flip side of like I kind of don't owe you ish, and now and then the times you screwed me over, that Kimbra says. And I have to admit, I started dating Mikey Chip in 2012, and one time when I was driving to his place, and the first guy I seriously dated in Chicago in 2007 that not only broke my heart for 2 times, thought he could go for round 3, was surprised that I was like, you're somebody I used to know. Like, I hate to say this, that in December of 2009, when I was helping a friend going through a bad thing, so he came to Chicago, and I was like, you know, you need to be my wingman. He's like, huh? You need to help me. This is the guy who broke my heart, huh? The guy found me, introduced me to his live-in boyfriend of a year and a half, where less than 6 weeks earlier, this man had been blowing up my phone, wishing me a happy birthday and come see him. And I hate to say this, I looked at his current boyfriend, I'm like, that's the best you could do? And some friend of his bought us drinks, we drank it, and he chugged his and threw it down, looked at his man. And I'm like, oh, I can get us another round. And I kid you not, me and my ex went 10 feet to the bar away from his current live-in boyfriend. And I thought we only talked for like 10 minutes, but after the drinks get a-flowing and we might have had a couple rounds. 50 minutes later.
Oh.
And my friend was like, he was staring you down. I was like, he should be. And the whole next day, I was singing my other woman love ballad, saving all my love for you. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. But as I had to remember, you can't build a future screwing the past.
It's never an upgrade. When they replace you with someone, it's never an upgrade.
And he was one of those that I had to actually recognize, like, okay, I have a weakness towards you. Like, and we're going to move on. So somebody I used to know, yay. Anxiety. By the way, this is an easy DJ mix. They just kind of floated to each other. I saw you, Knuckles Liberala. You're like, oh, wait, hold up. New song.
No, I love it.
Both of them have good vocals. My life is a sex tape. You only have one take, so quiet on the set. Nigo Run from Popo. She is not playing. They both get big yays for me. Mikey Chip, yay name man.
I love both songs for very different reasons. When I was in the middle, actually, I wasn't in the middle of the breakup. I was finally at the end of it. This song was out, and it was kind of like somebody I used to know. I don't know him no more.
Yep.
Isn't that how we met, Mikey? All the drama on our first night.
Well, that was because about a week before, I told him what I really thought. Ooh. In the full unvarnished reality. So that was the first time we had seen each other after I did the FU conversation.
And you found out he was with a new thought, and that was me.
Who eventually...
There was a groan somewhere. There was a groan.
Scandalous.
Yeah, no, it was actually his friend.
So, long story, we won't get into that. John McCombs, yay, nay, man, somebody I used to know versus Anxiety, Gautier featuring Canberra versus Dochi.
Well, first and foremost, I'm just happy we get to listen to songs that I remember.
But wait.
That.
Wait, there's more.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, yeah, I definitely like both these songs. I think, yay for somebody I used to know. That's a great get over somebody anthem. And then also it's kind of like you could be on both sides of that, because I think that's kind of what the song is talking about. It's like being on the both sides of that. Like, how could you just pretend like nothing ever happened,
I want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, yeah, legit, and I've been on both sides of that. But the Anxiety one, I think, Dochi's song, first and foremost, I never saw that music video before today. So I think that music video is top notch. Just like the way it's shot, the choreography, everything that's going on. Really, I'm like kicking myself for why haven't I watched this before? This is almost like This Is America levels of so much stuff going on in the background.
She sixth wall broke with the Gautier references multiple times.
Yeah, and then, So I'm a huge fan of that one. It's just a banger. It's just one of those. It's a banger. So yeah,
I like both of them. And as I was watching the Dochi, Mikey Chip and I watch way too many reality shows, and we've been watching RuPaul Drag Race and the current Project Runway, and there have been some visible panties thrown out there, and I was watching Dochi is I guess she's wearing a bra kind of top and short shorts, but she don't look hoish. She looked good.
Because she had Law Roach dress her.
She looked good. If you nitpicking, you nitpicking. I'm just sorry. I saw hot pink panties last night. I'm sorry. It was scared. I'm glad they weren't thrown at me. Chris Fair, I don't know if panties have ever been thrown at you, but yay, nay, man.
I believe they have. Double yay for me. Someone I used to know is on my jams playlist, and now so is Anxiety. I literally just added it to my jams playlist. Because I was I've heard this song, but I couldn't pinpoint it. So, nor did I see the video. The video is very fun. Very much. I was just thinking that too, where it's just This Is America. with so much like crazy social commentary going on in the background. And I drew a picture for each. It's hard to draw black people with a pen. I'll just say that.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't
yeah.
want to say it. He drew black. He has a blue pen. He drew the black people just with more ink.
Yeah, I just tried to shade it in. And yeah, so I tried.
We're moving on. Natalie Nemorala, yay, nay, man.
I say yay to both. I love both of these songs. I remember when Somebody That I Used to Know came out. I mean, I think it just played all day, every day for all of 2011.
Yeah.
I don't think another song actually played anywhere.
Don't lie. There was Pitbull
Nope.
and there was Florida.
Wrong. But what I really like about Gautier is, you said he's Australian. I couldn't remember what country he was from, but he's some sort of like avant-garde artist or something.
Yeah.
He's nuts. And this this song hit number one kind of by accident. So then he had to do all this press stuff, and someone was just like, "How do you feel having a pop hit?" And he goes, "What is pop? What's pop?" So I just always love that. He's like, "What's pop music?" I would love to hit number one at something I didn't even know what it was. And then Doechii, I just love her to death. I love that song. I think her voice is beautiful. I think she's beautiful. And I love her story because she was working, I think, food service or something, and she gets fired. And she's like, no, she goes on TikTok and she's crying. She's like, I just got fired. She's like, but I don't care. I'm going to focus on what I want to do. And it's just like, I love that story, and I love the song. So, yay.
Her vocals are good. She has charisma. The video is fun. It's again like sometimes you look down on. Well, she saw it from TikTok. It's like, well, there's some good stuff there. Patty Vaccarella.
Justin Bieber started on YouTube, so I mean. Sorry.
Oh
to bring him up.
baby. Oh, you know, I had insomnia the other night, and I looked up Justin Bieber naked, and there's photos.
Yeah.
And I don't think it helped me sleep, but they exist.
Bad to know.
Moving on, Thomas.
Do you think he's Jewish?
We're stop, Thomas.
Patty Vaccarella. I'm sorry. Yay, nay, man.
Yay for both. Someone I used to know, that is something that when I have a falling out with somebody, I'm like, yeah, this is it right here. You're just somebody I used to know. And anxiety, like who doesn't have anxiety? Like, let's all just walk out of the house, leave the kitchen burning. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine.
As a huge fan of Daria, there is the episode where she has to admit like she kissed Tom while he's still dating Jane, and her mom actually is like,
We're
has a
running
big
late.
case.
We're running late.
She leaves the office and it's like, you know, saying we have it all together is just something we say because
Okay, we're running late. We're running
have it
late.
together. So we're back down to 109 Rolling Stones best singers of all time. We're down to Roger Daltrey. He was the lead singer of The Who. He actually had his own solo music and had a top 20 hit in 1980. And I have to say, thank you, Patty Vaccarella, one of the Vaccarella girls from the Northwest Side. You recognized Baba Riley from 1971.
You're listening to Bottoms of the Barrel live on Que4 Radio. Bottoms of the Barrel airs live every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1680, Q4.org, iTunes Radio, and the TuneIn app. Search for Que4 Radio.
And that was our 109th best singer of all time by Rolling Stone magazine. Roger Daltrey, the lead singer of The Who. I guess we could have pursued his solo efforts, but Mikey Chip was like, no, I don't want to sit through that Barbra Streisand video where he rips off his shirt and tries to beat somebody, and it's a horrible video. Am I the only one who remembers that? It
Yes.
actually exists. There is a Roger Daltrey as an actor in a
Why are you
Barbra
bringing
Streisand
Barbra
video.
Streisand into this? He's in a Barbra Streisand video?
No,
Yes.
his hair, I thought his hair just looked like Barbra Streisand.
No, he's in a Barbra Streisand video. I'll look it up.
Okay.
They try to proportion. This is because of the Streisand effect, because none of you signed a non-disclosure that if someone's like, oh my God, you did release the radio show I was in, I'm not tagging your name. So it's the Streisand effect. Like the time someone accidentally photographed her house and she's like, how dare you photograph my house? No one knew that was her house. Streisand effect. Lawyers. Anyway, Roger Daltrey, The Who, Baba O'Reilly, sometimes confused as the song called Teenage Wasteland. Thank you for the recommendation, Patty Vaccarella.
My pleasure.
It's a classic. It's great keyboards. Yay. Moving on. Mikey Chip, yay, nay, man.
Well, technically an amazing song. I just don't like The Who, so I'll give it a meh because I can appreciate it technically. I just don't want to listen to that song again.
John McCombs, yay, nay, man.
I say yay. I feel like this song was like the epilogue background song to every like comedy movie in the 2000s era.
Stoner teen movie.
Yeah, it's like,
Running
oh,
down the street.
it's a new day. It all came together, everybody. It all worked out. Like this is the song. I was like, oh, okay, we're watching the end of the movie. We're in the last like 5 minutes. So, yay for me.
Sounds about right. Chris Fair, yay, nay, man.
Yay, and it ends, with someone jumping up, with a freeze frame, at the very end. Yeah, this definitely, I do like this song, it's especially the Teenage Wasteland part, despite it not being called that.
Natalie Nimorella, yay, nay, man.
I'll give it a yay. I mean, it's a classic, and Roger Daltrey in his prime was just super duper hot. So yeah, I'm just.
Really?
He definitely looks like he has several STDs, but and I can't even imagine what he smelled like. But it was the 70s, and people just, I don't know what they smelled like, but so hot, and like his leather fringe. Come on, Patty. Come on, who's with me? Back me up here, Patty.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He could have got it. He could have got it.
So I say yay.
Patty Vaccarella.
Okay, this song transported me back to my bedroom when I was a teenager with all my friends in there, and we were partaking of the devil's lettuce, and we were living the teenage wasteland, so yay.
Yay.
I'm still living in Teenage Wasteland.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. It's like, they closed. That's like, that means I gotta stay home.
I haven't heard the term devil's lettuce in a minute. Man, devil's lettuce.
Should we call it the legal lettuce?
Well, now it is, but back then it was not.
Oh, reefer madness.
We were like the poster children for what not to do.
Well, and
Oh,
actually,
you smoked once and then you jumped out the
You can-
window?
Yes, totally did that.
well, and it's also considering that the potency levels of
Oh,
marijuana
this is
now versus then are just like weed was so weak.
Oh God, it was like nothing. I would,
They're so mid.
go to school and do whatever, and now I'm like, I need to stay home.
I love those like anti-marijuana commercials from the 80s. It's like, oh, let's smoke. Oh, look, I found my dad's gun. Can you jump? And then you shoot your best friend. It's like, I feel bad.
No one would be doing that. They would be like, ooh, you got the new Cool Ranch Doritos?
You got
Yeah.
you got some cookies.
Get high and watch Twin Peaks actually does make sense.
Let's watch The Wall, man.
No. If it would be the late '80s, you're watching a VHS of David Lynch's Dune, or one of the bootleg long versions.
Let's listen in Chicago backwards.
I was like -5 and forced myself to watch Dune until I finally got it, and then I had to explain it to everyone else. And this was like the original version. It's like, this is what the movie's about. It's like, ugh. I don't mind filling in the pieces, but wow.
Anyway,
you all wanted to watch heavy movies, man. When I've gotten high, I've wanted to just watch cartoons. I'm like, put on Animaniacs, like, let's go.
That's too much thinking.
I want to hear them sing all the countries of the world.
Don't put on Indecent Proposal for date night. Could get a 3-way. All right, so we're at our final song. I went all the way back to 1965. It got to number 6 on Billboard. This is the year of the Beatles, the Supremes, and the Rolling Stones. So I'm kind of curious to buy one of them Billboard books. Like, how top 10, number 6? What was happening? Here we go to Eddie Arnold, a huge country hit, crossed over. Make the world go away.
Make the world go away and get off my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. Do you remember when you loved me before the world took me astray? If you do, then forgive me and make the world go away. Make the world go away and get off my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'll make it up day by day. Just say you love me like you used to and make the world go away. Make the world go away and get it off my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away.
You are listening to Bottoms of the Barrel live on Que4 Radio. Bottoms of the Barrel airs live every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1680, Que4.org, iTunes Radio, and the TuneIn app. Search for Que4 Radio.
And that was Make the World Go Away by Eddie Arnold. It got to number 6 on the Billboard in 1965. This is from the free disc I got. Unforgettable love songs of the 60s, that when I bought the 9 CD, those fabulous 50s collection. And my father, who immigrated to the U.S. in 1957, took a look at this lineup and like, there's 1 or 2 songs, but this wasn't the 60s. Which we forget that a lot of the 50s pop did flow over into the 60s, but here we are. speaking about David Lynch, this is the kind of dreamy David Lynch that kind of helps explain Blue Velvet and Twin Peaks. Do you remember You Loved Me Before I Went Astray? I had to ask, is this about cheating or MAGA? And he doesn't apologize. At no point that he's like, make the world go away. Take it off my shoulder. It's like, she might have
No accountability.
No accountability. But I'm still giving it a yay because I'm not going to judge 1965. Mikey, yay, nay, meh.
Yeah, because playing this song, I'm like, okay, there's a murderer that's chasing me, and I gotta hide, because that's all that song is giving me. So I'll give it a yay, because it's not horrible. It's still gonna make me think somebody's running around the corner to murder
It's
me.
going to be played in a horror movie versus
it's a horror movie song.
a rom-com. John McCombs, yay, nay, meh.
It's actually going to be a nay for me. This is back when they're like, we don't want any subtlety in our songs. No, we are tired of people reading into our music and walking away with the wrong message. We're going to say exactly what it means, exactly what it's about. Actually, and the first things we are going to say is the title of the song. So you don't even have to say, hey, what's that song that goes, make the world go away? It's that. That's it. It's make the world go away. So, nay for me. Like, come on, guys. Let's have some layers.
Well, that's like the early 2000s where it's like, Dark Child, nah, nah, nah. It's like, gee, I wonder who the producer is.
Busted it on the beat. Oh.
I don't think they do that anymore. But Chris Fair, yay, nay, meh. Make the world go away.
You know, I feel the title so hard. But again, I'm just kind of bored. You know, I grew up listening to country until like mid through grade school. But not that type of country. Like
More
Yay,
country.
nay,
More
meh.
country.
oh man.
What did you draw for it?
Oh, I drew a woman cowboy kicking the world. And the world's now like in the center of the page because it was empty. I needed to put something there.
No subtleties.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like the Justin Timberlake second album cover, the Love Sexy Magic or whatever, where he's stomping on the disco ball.
Yeah. Moving on. Which I've never seen, but all right.
Moving on.
You're not that young.
I'm just not into Justin Bieber.
Natalie Nimorella, yay, nay, meh.
I'm gonna give it a nay. I like that we brought up David Lynch. I like the idea. I could see it being used in a horror movie or something like that. Would I sit and listen to that song? No, thank you. I don't. You said you got that CD for free, and I think you get what you pay for.
I'll charge higher next time. Patty Vaccarella, yay, nay, meh.
It's a mild yay. I'm probably the only person in this room that was actually alive when that song was playing. And my mom used to listen to it a lot. I can clearly see her standing at the kitchen sink washing dishes, singing the song. But for me,
Jesus. Is she okay?
I have to admit, Patty, washing dishes by hand and singing "Make the World Go Away" does make a lot of sense.
But it's this, yeah. No, my mom was kind of melancholy with her music. This is, yeah.
Right.
It's this song is kind of like Quaaludes, but for your ears. Yeah.
Concur.
I can get that. So let's go ahead and wrap up the show. John McCombs, you are doing comedy. You are actually running for state government. We're excited for you. Tell us all about that and where we can find you and your websites.
Yeah, so like I said, John McCombs running for U.S. House of Representatives, Illinois District 7. So that is the national office, I should say, U.S. House of Representatives. So if you want to know more about my campaign, you want to know more about my platform or get involved in any way, shape, or form, you can go to my website at john4thepeople.com, so john4thepeople.com. Or you can follow us on social media, any social media channel. I'm not on Twitter, though, so don't even bother. So McCombs for Congress. That's McCombs spelled MCCOMBS for Congress. Yep.
Very cool. And don't feel bad about not being on Twitter. Kevin Sorbo literally got me banned from Twitter, so I guess I'm connected to the Hercules Xenia world. But yeah, he was speaking about like helping children and taking away healthcare, and I was like, if children can't afford healthcare, they deserve to die. And so he reported me, but I was like, well, what do you think happens if you take healthcare away from children?
Yes.
We don't have indentured servants in this country. Chris Fair, what's going on in your world? How can people find you?
Yeah, you can go to lasercomedyshow.com and check out my next show, which is next week. You can join my mailing list and get updates whenever I remember to send them out. And you can follow me on Whatnot as the Laser Guy. I got all your Marvel and some DC, bronze, silver, and contemporary high ratio comics.
Very cool. I still actually own my comic book collection from when I was a little child, -12, and it's 20 boxes, but it's a lot of Femforce. Now, Natalie Nemorala, you're going to get a tight squeeze, I think, on Monday. But what else is going on in your world?
I am working on a one-woman cabaret show where I'm doing a lot of Barbra Streisand and Broadway songs. I am currently looking for investors, and I will be performing it in my living room for my cat who hates me.
That good kitty.
Meow.
That good kitty. And we've got Beast Woman, the leopard lady of comedy herself, Patty Vaccarella.
Hi.
You're doing a lot. You've got a lot going on with Beast Women, but what else is going on?
Next Saturday night, I will be at Hot Mic Comedy at Surge Billiards, which is 3716 West Fullerton. Tickets are on sale. You can go to the Eventbrite site and search for Hot Mic Comedy. They're $12 in advance, $15 at the door.
And you're also with Beast Women the last 2 weeks of November and first 2 weeks of December.
Correct. You can follow that on beastwomen.com or on Facebook. They have a Facebook page also.
All right. And let's get into our apologies.
You're overstating, pontificating the meaning of your life, my friend. I tell you one thing, but not for nothing. We're all waiting for the world end.
This has been Bottoms of the Barrel on Que4 Radio, AM 1680, Q4.org. I've been your host, Thomas Bottoms, and we were joined by Mikey Chip, John McCombs, Chris Fair, Patty Vaccarella, Natalie Nemorala. We have a website. It's Bottoms with an S, bottomsofthebarrel.com. This episode, we listened to Army of Me by Bjork. 5 of us liked this. One of us didn't because he came strapped by himself. We then listened to Invincible by Pat Benatar, and we all loved it. Then we followed it by Forgive and Forget by Blondie. Yay minus, 2 nays, 3 mez, and we all forgot it. We then followed it with our cover wars, Somebody I Used to Know by Gaudier and Kimbra versus Anxiety by Doechii, and Yay, we love both. We then listened to Baba O'Reilly, The Teenage Wasteland by the Who. Roger Daltrey, Rolling Stones 109th Best Singer, 5 yays and a meh. And then Make the World Go Away, Eddie Arnold, 2 yays, a yay minus, 2 nays, and a meh. We want to apologize for Night Terrors versus a Night Thrasher. One was a skateboarding team. We apologize for The Facts to Life. You take the bad, you take the worst, and then you get the hit show, of course. The Facts of Life. The Facts of Life. We then followed it by Collecting Trash, or is that called Trump GPTs? We followed it by God of Red Solo Cup. You know, the lines do delineate shots. We followed it by Iceland. I want to visit. It seems like a nice country. Thank you for sharing. We followed it by Jagged Little Pill, Swallow It Down, but I only listened to the CD once or twice because I don't have the Angry Riot Girl. We apologize, about to find out. You hear that, you orange turd? You about to find out. We apologize for a gunshot or first time becoming a woman. We apologize that for the fact that the 80s never left. They ain't coming back. They never left. We apologize for Carcassity, the blind side of hip-hop. We apologize for you. Drawing is great radio. It is. We apologize for Mr. T, Orange T. I do pity the fools. We apologize for Dr. James Dobson, child abuse. How much is too much? We apologize for laser with an S, not a Z, because a Z goes Z, not and an S goes S. We apologize for mammogram versus colonoscopy. One's external, one's internal. We apologize for my mom liked this song. You were old enough to like it.
Yeah.
We apologize for throwing panties. It would be a cool walk home. We apologize for Pitbull and Florida. Yes, let's revisit 2011. And we apologize for thinking Bieber is Jewish. We will be live next week. And next time you leave your house, be a decent person. Bye! Bye!